Oh. Oh my god, we're early by like 20 seconds, but YouTube says we're waiting for Chimma. That's bullshit. Oh my god, sorry YouTube, I swore in the first like 10 seconds.
Well,
Don't
it's
shout at
working.
me. Is it working?
Yeah, it's actually on the delay isn't that bad, but
Nice.
it's gonna start lagging, and that's how it happened. Like it lag a little.
You reckon it's gonna lag?
Oh, very nice infinite screen. It's not lagging right now, but it'll start at some point to start. To start.
Really?
Oh, it's yeah, but I hear myself twice. So I'm gonna mute the stream real quick.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's actually decent, and delay isn't even that bad. Like it's
Oh,
actually a half a second. Like it's
half a
crazy
second
good.
delay.
Yeah, but I think how it works is at the start of the stream it starts to lag a little bit. To like
Hold
to,
up, close his
to
ads.
create the actual
Delay.
stuff. Yeah, the actual delay.
Hold on. I'm gonna move this just like slightly over to the right.
Oh, can I watch the
Adders.
screen?
I'm just trying to set up the
Yeah,
cropping of it. Yeah, this kind of looks a little bit better to me. I
that's
still
good.
haven't figured out how to do the chat shit on OBS. I might try and switch that back to Streamlabs and see if I can have it figured out. But all right, yeah, that works. All right, Ace, time to start ranking every single Lego Ninjago season.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh, it's wow. There's what 15. You could add those.
there is I think
Yeah,
17,
17.
17
Yeah, 7.
seasons.
Then I have to do it over 2 hours ish.
Yup. Yup. We'll just stream
Actually,
until it's done. If it takes us longer, it takes us
I'm gonna
longer.
finish at 10. That's I only have 2.5 hours. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming we ended early. I think we're gonna have too much time.
Yeah, we'll just see how we go. All right. Ace,
You,
let's start with the pilot episodes. All right? Now the
fair.
pilot episodes, I kind of view this as like just one like long ass
Can you share your
um
screen, please?
oh yeah, share my screen. My bad. Screen 1. All right. Can you see?
Thank you. Yes, I can now.
All
Full
right.
screen.
So the pilot episode, I'm not sure if it's multiple episodes. I always just viewed it as like one 40-minute thing. But yeah.
I actually can't wait it. I loved it. Not gonna lie, just for
I
the
loved it
nostalgia
too.
reason.
The recap of what the pilot episode or episodes, whatever how you want to look at it, is the recap of what really happened is the ninja are first brought together, but Kai is like the only new ninja. Cole, Jay, and Zane have already been like established, and Kai gets recruited by Sensei Wu because they want to save his sister, who's just been kidnapped by a bunch of skeleton guys. And that's kind of the general plot of it. They do end up finding Big Bad Garmadon and having a battle with him, getting the first golden weapons. So that was kind of like the general gist of the story. But this one, like, I don't know, where would you sit this? And like, how much did you enjoy it back in the day when you first watched it?
When I first watched it, I loved it because
Yeah.
it just like because I think I actually watched the first the first time I watched it I would have been watching the Tournament of Elements, and then I
Yeah.
realized I was like 3 seasons ahead or something.
Now,
So I went on the Netflix, and I went to the start, and I loved it
yeah.
because I could see on the actual start to the show, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
No,
did
I
not
get you.
like the whole thing that Paul, Jay, and Zane had already been recruited.
Yeah.
It was like they did like it just seems like I got him like yeah they just felt like it was just kind of weird. I mean I don't know.
You don't like how they were already recruited.
Yeah, I don't know. It just like I've always had the idea that there was just the four of them at the start. Like knowing that they've got the strongest friendship, but they don't.
Oh, the chat works. Oh, let's go. Okay, well, hold up. I need to go here. If that's where it starts, oh no, it'll stack up. Oh, Stormy, by the way, if you want to join us in this Ninjago debate, because basically force you to watch every season. You're more than welcome to. Just let me know and we'll add you to the call. I think with the pilot episode, I think I'm happy. I don't like. I'm not a very nostalgia person. Like,
Isn't it 2 episodes?
you can still
Yes,
join
two,
if
I
you
think.
want, Dan. Just let me know. I don't. I don't know. I'm not like a massive nostalgia person. Like, I wouldn't say, oh, this thing's old, so I'm gonna think it's good. I would say I'd
Mm.
give this a comfortable A, in my opinion, because
Yeah,
I think it's good. Like, they had a good story, and I like the
pretty good.
setup to it. And Samakai is like pretty sick, so I think that's also cool. I don't know. What do you think of
Yeah.
Samakai?
Oh, he was a pretty cool villain.
Yeah,
But the thing I loved about on the pilots actually,
put it in
I
A
forgot to
for
mention
now.
this, is what I was gonna say is you know how they had that how they when they first learned Spinjitzu
Yeah,
actually showed how it worked and how they're spinning around and actually just attack people. It's kind of
yeah.
funny.
Or when they
But
did the tornado
they just
of creation.
yeah,
Yeah.
that they don't do it anymore,
Yeah,
and
I
they're
know.
just
Like,
little
what is with
here
that?
and
Like,
there.
they do all this weird shit. Like, we'll talk about more powers than ninja get as they go, but they do all these weird, they get all these weird powers, and then at some point, Ninjago just decided, no, that's too powerful. You can't have it. So then they get rid of it, and it's kind of like, oh, but kind of, it would be kind of cool to let them just keep on doing the powers, but it's whatever, I guess.
Yeah, they get nerfed into the ground at the start of every season.
Exactly, exactly. Every season they just become shit again, and you're like, God damn it! And then they have to get all these power ups before they can become cool. But yeah, are you comfortable with A for the
Yeah,
pilot?
that's solid.
Nice. Okay, now we're going to the snake season. A general recap of this is it's a bit of a fast forward in time. The ninja are a bit lazy at the start, and there's this new big bad being the snakes, and the snakes are being unlocked by one and only Garmadon's son, Lloyd. Now, Lloyd starts off as a kid, and at the end of this season, he becomes a full grown adult due to a potion, which was pretty interesting. But generally, these episodes had really fun gimmicks. For example, in one of the episodes, there was copies of the ninja. In one of the episodes, they
Or
fight this
babies.
massive snake, and yeah, in one of the episodes, they were babies as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
And there's so many weird sort of gimmicks you had in these episodes. But I really like the snake series. I also really like the Lego sets they made out of them. Um, but yeah, it was kind of a long period. It's kind of a awkward thing because this season's also kind of grouped with the next sort of season because season 3 is
Yeah,
techno or what is it called, rebooted.
yeah, rebooted.
Yeah, so season 3 is rebooted, but then there's also this ultimate battle in the middle, which we'll talk about in a sec, but it's kind of season 2 part 1. Yeah, what did you think about the season 2 part 1, Ace?
Okay, yeah, because didn't hang on, I'm trying to remember how that story went. So they fought the great. The, oh wait, I've been thinking of the wrong season. Oh, screw me. Um, yeah, I did like it. I did kind of think they were smart with how they were gonna age up Lloyd. That
Yeah,
was
I think
kind of
that's
cool.
true. Because they have to age him up quick so he can do the ultimate battle.
And how like Kai's thoughts on him becoming the Green Ninja, and then he
Yep.
didn't become the Green Ninja, and then he like decided,
Oh,
and
they
then yeah,
they also did their full potential, right? Everyone got
yeah,
their
they
full
did get that.
potential. Yeah. So that was a
And
cool thing. I think that was like the first part of season 2. And then after they did all the Fang Blades, they had the ultimate they had the Great Devour. And then they had the
they lost their weapons.
yeah, and then it was the sewer acids, the acids from the Great Devours leaking into artifacts, and bang, we have the ultimate battle, Stone Age, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, no, I think the
Mm.
Snake season was pretty good. I liked the dynamic between all the ninja here. I thought it was really good. Um, the start of like Jay and Nia's love. Like, that was always kind of cool back in the day. Um, but yeah, no, I think this next season I would give it like, oh, is it as good as
Yeah, I'm
this?
like,
I'm
I
stuck
would give
between
it
A
a
and
low
B.
A
What would you say?
because I would say a low A on just
Low A?
because of how it started as Lloyd being a bad guy and
Yeah,
that weird
it's got good
and then
character
he's like
development.
yeah, great character development for Lloyd in that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I think it's a low A. A lot of these seasons I think are really good. Like there's only a couple that I'd give bad ratings, like in the D and C. I don't think there's any F seasons because obviously I'd say it's a good show. But yeah, I reckon.
Mm.
All right, we'll move on to part two of season two. In part two of season two, essentially what happens, as mentioned previously, the acid from the Great Devourer leaks into a bunch of artifacts, and these artifacts are like stone warriors. I think it's actually just stone warriors, and all these stone warriors come about, and we learn that these stone warriors fought the first Spinjitzu master back in the day, and now they want to bring the end to Ninjago. Now, the reason why this was made back then is because originally Lego wanted to cut Ninjago. They were like, okay, we're done with this. We're going to get rid of it. But because it performed so well, they just kept on going. And there will be a lot of times throughout this stream, and that I'll have to mention that they were going to cut Ninjago because they almost did it like 3 or 4 times because they kept on thinking, oh, we don't want this. No one wants it. It's not performing well enough. But every single time, the fans proved them wrong. Every single time they made shit like Nexo Knights, Lego Chimma, Monkey Kid. Now they've got Lego Dreams. All the times they made that shit, Ninjago always outperformed it every single time because the fan base was hooked from that goddamn pilot episode. And that's why it's probably good in A. But yeah, the Stone Warrior, pretty much they try and take over the world, and Lloyd becomes the Golden Ninja, which is basically the power of the first Spinjitzu master, and it's an epic battle. I think it was only a couple episodes from memory, like it wasn't a very long season. That's why it was kind of just part 2 of season 2. And there was actually a decent gap between this one and Rebooted. I'm pretty sure it was like a good almost year from memory, because I remember I was like, oh, well, Ninjago doesn't have any more Lego sets, so I guess I stopped collecting it. And then Rebooted came along, and I was like, oh, cool, guess I'll start collecting it again. But yeah, I don't know, what did you think of the
final battle was kind of crazy, not gonna lie.
It was pretty cool.
This season got praised at the as it was out, and then it got worse and worse, I think.
Yeah.
As it went on.
Yeah.
From the fan base. I still love this season because
I think
they changed it, because I think he said so when he first became the OP dude,
yeah,
was like all golden and shit. They said I'm the Golden Ninja, and then he changed it to the Ultimate Spinjitzu Master.
Yeah.
They changed it at some point, yeah.
I think I liked this season, especially because it was a lot more dark. Like, this was the darkest Ninjago ever got. We got points where the ninja all turned evil. And back when I watched that as a kid, I was generally terrified of that. Like, that always scared me out. The, I think, did they call it Mirakuhu or some shit? Like, the dark matter that they ingest to become evil. And that always freaked me out. But I think it gave more, like, interest for me to watch it because it was so, like, dark and intriguing. And this whole fact that there was just this part of Ninjago that we'd never seen before, being the Dark Island. And that made it really intriguing to me. I honestly think this is better than the pilots.
I would honestly give it almost. I'm considering asking for an S for that one.
I'm considering an S as well. It's good. It's good. I also love the sets
like
too.
The OP Dara set.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets like the helmet.
Yeah.
He controls all the dudes, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah. No, I do like it. And he also, like, at one point he's like, I'm the Wind Ninja. or some shit like that, and it was pretty
That's
cool.
more.
Yeah, but in this one, he pretends he's like, I'm the I've got the power of wind because he pretends to push the Destiny bounty out to sea. Another cool thing about this
Oh,
one is we get to actually meet Zane's dad, like, and he
if,
has a couple of lines. I don't really know where he went after this season or the season after, but he kind of just disappeared. But he was a cool character to see. But yeah, I agree. I reckon we go S with the final battle. All right, we're up to rebooted. Now rebooted. I think this has got to be like a real. In my opinion, it's a good season, only because like the final battle with Zane is like top 10 saddest moments.
dude, I I almost I bet when
I
it came
probably
out,
cried. I dead
I
ass
probably
probably cried.
cried.
I
It
reckon
was
I
just
cried.
like the music was
Oh my
amazing,
god. Yeah.
and like the audio, it
Yeah.
was just everything was great.
Yeah.
And then he had like all these lines that were perfect.
Yeah.
And then there was the that his um what's the name? The
Pixel.
yeah, Pixel.
We are
And then
compatible
had
now. That was crazy.
oh, that was
That was
crazy.
like a mad line. But the I don't know, the
And
cool
then
thing
there was the
about this season,
heartbeat.
yeah, the heartbeat as well when it like goes to zero. But the cool thing about
Yeah.
this season is that it's a massive sort of like technological skip from the previous seasons. Like in this season, Ninjago goes all out on technology and everyone has got like insane amount of tech advancement and there's all these robots around and shocker, the robots are evil at heart because they're getting corrupted by the big bad overlord who was in the final battle previously. So we kind of get a back-to-back final battle, which I'd say that's the only thing going against it because it's kind of like the same villain two times in a row. But like this season had great Lego sets. This season was well written. It had a like a decent chunk of episodes. They literally went to fucking space in this
It
season.
did. Yeah,
Like
it was. I
it's
love this
literally
season.
clutch powers.
Yeah, I love this season like so much, but it's just not well received by most of the fan base. I don't know why, but I love it personally. But it's been a little less well regarded by
Yeah.
other people.
No, I agree with that. I think I I don't know where I'd put it amongst here. I don't think it's better than the final battle. It might be actually, but
Actually, yeah, the final battle would be crazy.
it's
It's
it's hard to
it's better
say.
than, and I did
It,
like how they like entered this like universe of like
yeah,
it's code or something shit,
yeah,
and they had those cool swords that like I mean like control
yep.
the tech.
Technoblades.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to give too many things an S, so I reckon I'm gonna give it like an
An
A.
A.
The only reason why I wouldn't give it an S, I feel like having the same villain 2 seasons in a row was a bit sort of like, all right, like calm down. And this is gonna be the same with stuff like Crystallize. Like
Oh,
Crystallize
that's
having the Overlord come back after
I
how
don't
many like 1,
really
2,
do.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 14 seasons, 15 seasons. It's just crazy. Like I don't want to see the Overlord 5 times a month. You know, it's just not me.
Mm.
Since
But
this
he's
was the
he's, like
season you
the main
started with, do you
one.
want to recap the Tournament of Elements?
Oh, pretty much Zane's thought to be dead. Then he's built himself again as an AI or something.
Yep.
And then all the ninja are like all depressed, and so they all go to eat at some. I think it was ramen.
Noodle
They
shop.
went to eat at noodle shop. That was
Chen's
it.
noodles.
Yeah, Chen's
What's
noodles.
good, Blair?
And then they open, and then Cole eats the fucking entire on fortune on thing, and then and then his insides explode. That was kind of funny.
Yep.
And then they find out, oh, Zane's here, and we should go there. Then they all
Yep.
go there. With Garmadon, who's good now. Yeah,
When
and
did he? When did he become good again? Oh, he became good at the end of the
yeah,
final battle. Yep. That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, and then what was it? And then I'm a fight in the tournament, and like, oh no, Chen's a bad guy, and then oh, Kai has hots for his sister. That's a quote. And then they turn out it's not his sister
Yeah,
because they're all idiots and they forgot the most important, like the important point of the whole thing. Yeah, and then turns
which
out
is you
she's
can't have
evil and then she's good
multiple
and then she's not
people
and then she's
have
kind
the
of
same power. And Skylar, who's the quote unquote sister, which is not actually Kai's sister, has the power to replicate anyone's power by just touching them.
now being met
And
into the ground.
she touches Kai, gives him a little bit of a woman, and then she gets the firepower and practicing with the firepower, and Kai's like peeking through a little hole, being like, "Ooh, Skylar, ooh," because they're trying to spy on her for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's because they suspected she was, no, they didn't even suspect. They were just like
Snooping
walking through
around
the
because
back rooms because they
all
got
had
like,
some
yeah, they found the trap
flag
door and then
crazy. Yeah.
they were just trying to like look around. But yeah, it's kind of
It's just
cool.
like bad writing, but like, yeah.
Nickname. What was your nickname from your cricket team, Blairy? Yeah. Continue. Continue, Ace.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get these powers from this cool staff looking thing.
Yeah.
They fight a bunch of people, and then their powers get stolen if they lose in a tournament fight because they've entered this tournament where it's like an elemental dude versus an elemental dude, and
Yep.
then it gets to this point where like a bunch of people have lost their powers, except, and then there's like Cole versus Jay fight where they
Oh,
like
that was
all.
sick.
That was kind of sick
That was
because
so
this
cold.
was just after the Nia Cole J love triangle that everyone hated.
That was so stupid. Like
It was so
literally,
stupid.
literally. Okay, Cole. No, he had no grounds. He had no grounds with Nia. It was never there. Okay, stupid fucking. You are compatible with Cole. It's stupid. Jay and Nia were always meant to be together, and Cole just going in there. It was just annoying. Like good writing because it made us annoyed, so it made us feel emotion. Therefore, it's good writing. Seemed to Blair said his nickname's Hot Wheels because he's so fast. Possession wins. List over.
But yeah,
Maybe Breeze. Possession is one of my
maybe.
personal favorite seasons, but
Possession
we'll have to
is
go
a
through
great
it.
season.
The
He
Witch
is
Delay
that
says hello. What's good, man?
interesting.
Yeah, but no,
This,
that was insane.
this was a goated season. Not gonna lie.
I think it was too. Also,
Yeah,
they
and
had like
then
the big battle at the end, like with
yeah,
the freaking Anaconda.
yeah,
Alright, peace out,
because
Blair.
I've done terrible description of this. So by the end, everyone's lost, but Lloyd, and then my Master Chen just has everyone's powers, and he's fucking OP as shit.
Yep,
He just beats the shit out of Lloyd.
pretty much.
Yeah, and then so I think he tries to get Lloyd's power, and then like eventually becomes the snake looking ass dude.
And the reason
And
why
then
he can do that is because you have to have a certain amount of powers to be able to do
yeah,
this scroll that essentially turns him and all of his army into Anaconda warriors, which is the most powerful snake in Ninjago. And
had like had like a mark or tattoo. I
yeah,
think it was.
and it had to
Yeah.
be they had the Michael tattoo, and then they all turned in to the warriors, had a big fight with the ninja, and we at the end of the season we get a little sneak peek into season 5. They didn't do this too much with other seasons, but it showed the ghosts escaping, and that leads us into season 5. But overall, I think this season was pretty good. Like, I really liked the fact that we had some of the ninja get out earlier on in the tournament. Like when Cole got out against Jay, he went into the noodle factory, and we got to see like him sort of,
Yeah, the insides.
Go through
Yeah.
the insides and the inner works. We even had a character die in this season, being the musician. He got eaten by the snake. Oh my god, 1 million viewers, bro. Your net worth is 1 billion trillion. I know, right? Goated season for real. Exactly. I reckon I agree with you, Breeze. I think this is a goated season. I would put it definitely above Techno. I'd definitely give it a. I loved this season. I'd give it an
high
A.
A.
Yeah, high A.
I wouldn't give it an S. It wouldn't
I
be
think
an S.
S is a bit much, but high A for sure. And that leads
Yeah.
us into possession. Now this shit was goated. Again, we go a
Put it
bit
in the S
more.
already, not gonna lie.
Put in the S already, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
put it? Okay, we'll see if we'll put it above the final battle. I have a feeling we already are, but we'll leave it here for now. But yeah, let's talk about it. I think the best way to describe the Ghost season is you have the ninja, you have
I hate
Lloyd.
doing.
They're all chilling. They're doing their thing. They're working out Wu's tea shop, helping him out. Then this ghost comes over. Um, Ninjago. The Lloyd goes to investigate it. They don't know it's a ghost yet. The rest of the ninja go back to the shop, and here's our boy Moro. Moro possesses Lloyd, and we get our first look at evil Lloyd, aka Lloyd, but Moro controlling him. He goes back to the tea shop. He sees the ninja. Everyone's like, "Oh, hey, Lloyd, what's good?" And then he's like, "I'm Moro, bitch." And then he whoops their ass. And they go on a bit of like, "I'm on my way" adventure. And, they verse the ghosts. It's pretty cool. I think the
Becomes a ghost.
craziest plot twist of this season was when Cole became a ghost. Like, that shit was emotional, dude.
And
Like,
then
he
they
was
got
like,
fly hacks.
I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. They go to what's the city of the city of Styx is one, but they also go to like the
Cloud
fortune
City.
place. Yeah, the Cloud City. Moira's a competition with Garmadon for best villain. I reckon Moira's definitely a top villain. Who is my favorite villain? I don't know. I'll have to decide at the end.
I'm gonna go with Moro again for that one.
Favorite villain. Oh, I'll
On the most
see.
complex would be Hirumi, but like
Kurumi was a pretty
I
good villain.
yeah,
Yeah.
but she was a little.
But yeah, they do cool things like they learn air jitsu, which they immediately scrap a couple seasons later. But they have air jitsu for a little bit, so that's
Yeah, they
kind of
have the
cool.
fly hacks. Pretty good.
Fly hacks. What else do they do in this season? They have the battle, the city of Styx. Oh, that's right. Nia finds out she's got water powers in this
Oh
season.
yeah.
She finds out that she's an elemental master, which is kind of crazy because for the longest time we're just like, oh, Nia's the samurai, but no, she has the water powers. I did not pick that. I don't think anyone picked that. But she has water powers, so that was pretty cool. And the ghost's main weakness was water, so pretty good time to find out that you've got water powers when that's how to defeat ghosts. And
Yeah,
so yeah,
great
they have
writing.
this big fight in the Battle of Styx, which ultimately ends with Garmadon, quote unquote, like sort of dying, kind of disappearing because he gets trapped in the realm and they cut
So
the way to
that
get to the
was
realm.
no,
And Moro
Namagon
also dies,
was
and that's kind
stuck
of how it
in the
ends.
thing in the tournament of elements, wasn't
Who?
he? Garmadon got sent to
Yeah,
the thing in tournament of elements, and
he
then he got
did.
and then
Yeah,
he got stuck there.
he did. That reminds me of like, do you remember the emotional thing of Lloyd jumping off the Destiny bounty in the Tournament of Elements at the end of the season?
Oh
And
yeah.
that was also pretty cool. But yeah, no, yeah, that's kind of how it ends. I don't know how like this season. It's definitely an S for sure. It's I enjoyed it. I think the sets were really good. I never really got to get many of the sets. I think I only got 3 of the sets in total. What? How big is
But
this box? Wait, let me see.
but the show had a
Yeah.
great the intro was crazy.
Oh yeah, the intro was insane. I love that shit. Yeah, I'm happy to leave it in S. Do you have any thoughts on it, Ace?
It's just a great season.
Yup.
And then Lloyd got his dad's like robes, which means he had to strip his dad naked
Yeah.
because he was because and his dad couldn't move because he was chained like to the floor.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird if you think about it.
Yeah, and then he got like the cool sword, which did shit, and then they had the Chima
Yeah.
little thingy. Yeah, that was kind of cool on the cameo there.
Yeah.
Just didn't
No, yeah,
appear
there
in the
was the
shows.
Chima cameo, but the Chima cameo was like, I remember at the time, Chima had wrapped up at this point, and the Chima cameo was literally season 1. So we know the timing of Chima has to be completely different. If season 1 was season 5 for Ninjago, like, because there is rumors of Chima coming back in season 3 of Dragons Rising, it might mean that after the end of Chima that we know it, it leads straight into Dragons Rising if they're timed slower, because we know later seasons that time moves different in different realms. But yeah, no, I'm happy to give that one an S. I think it was pretty well written. I really enjoyed the fact that Lloyd was evil for a little bit, because he's always like the good boy after he became good, and now he's like an evil boy. So that's kind of good. And I liked Kai's dynamic with Lloyd, and he's like, "I'll protect you, Lloyd. Like, I'll always protect you." And I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Skybound,
pretty.
oh my god. I don't know how to feel about Skybound, because it's kind of stupid how it just technically doesn't exist. Because at the end of the season,
Oh yeah,
they
that was my
defeat
shit.
Nauticon, and they're like, um, "Oh yeah, my final wish is that we never found that teapot, blah 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 blah," and then it's done. So honestly, there's no point really going through the story of Skybound, because it literally doesn't exist. The main plot points is there's a Jin, he grants wishes, he fucks up people's lives kind of, and this is when we
There's
learn
an
that
iPad.
yeah, Jay gets an eye patch. We learn that Jay's parents are not the guys in the junkyard. We learn
Yeah, well,
random
wasn't that
shit.
like part of the wish?
Yeah, it was
Is
part of the
that
wish. Yeah, the last
so? Like
episode was annoying
he
to
recognizes his
Breeze.
parents or something?
People hate Skybound, but I personally loved it. Maybe a little biased on my end because of the nostalgia. Yeah, I think it was alright. It's just like I this one I would put in high B. Only because it's just like, why have a
Yeah,
season that just technically doesn't exist in the end?
did have a cool weapon though.
It did have a
Like
pretty
the
cool
whole
weapon.
sword,
Like, you'd strike them down and they get sucked in to the soul, which is kind of cool. But like, again, like, man, I don't know. I thought it was all right. I think my favorite thing about this season was that it was Jay focused, and we got a lot more on Jay. You know, because Jay is my favorite character in Ninjago, so I was pretty happy that we got a Jay season. Um, so that was cool. And they still have Air Jitsu in this one too, if you can believe it. I think the
Yeah, they're
last
not
season they have
nerfing
Air
the
Jitsu, I
ground
think,
yet.
departed, or maybe they have it in Hands on Time as well. But
I think this is a season where they lose their dragons, isn't it? Because they
this
can.
one, oh, I thought
Yeah,
they lost their
and they got
dragons
jailed.
back in the Ultimate Battle, because they turned into the Ultimate Dragon, and then the Ultimate Dragon just fucked off.
No, because you see him having 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 the powder the power we see them having the power to spawn in the dragons at the start
Yeah,
of possessed
yeah.
sorry, possession, yeah, and then they just fuck off, never to return. I
Oh
did
yeah, they
like the
did. No, they did. You're right. They did have the power
yeah,
to respawn
and
the
they
dragons.
catched the cool fish looking
It's
dude.
good, Jim. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I did. I liked with
Star Wars on top. Agreed.
what was I gonna say? Had a cool point. I did not like the whole thing of like Nia is a doppelganger or some shit of the
Yeah.
dude's like ex-wife.
It's kind of like really they did look similar, but why was that a whole point? I like this season, but the Skybound sets sucked so hard. Yeah, they weren't good. Like, I got all of them. I almost got all of them twice. I think the only really good sets from that wave was the big pirate ship. I love that one. The small jet fighter, the balloon, but the temple was ass. The dragon was kind of ass, and the small dragon was also ass. The only good thing about the small dragon is we did get Ghost Coal, and the Ghost Coal head is so cool. That's like the only good thing
Yeah,
we got
that's
from it.
Sigma.
So I did like that, but the rest of it was kind of mid. Let's be real. Yeah. Any last things you have on Skybound? Any points you want to bring up?
I did like how like he could like transform into the ninja and like screw him all over, and 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 then and then send him. I'm into jail.
Oh yeah, they had the lighthouse and they also had the green dragon. Those two sets were good, but those came out like later. I have them actually up at the top of my shelf, which you can't see. And wait, I could probably try, but yeah, yeah. I don't know if you saw that, but I also don't want to fuck up this camera. But yeah, hold up. Let me make sure this is yeah. It's like up the top there. If you can see in the very back, that's like the lighthouse and stuff over there. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, yeah. I think it was.
Yeah,
I
so he
think I'd
went
give
to
it a B.
jail. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Did they go to jail in
Yeah,
this one? Oh,
yeah, they
no.
went to jail at the start. So screwed over by Narcon.
They,
Because he was like, "Yo, I'm
oh
gonna keep
yeah.
you."
Wait, no. Was that
And
in?
that's what,
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That was cool. That was kind of cool. I did like that. That was cool. I like the ninja going to jail. They were enemy number one or some shit. I think they did the same thing in Crystallize, but it was kind of cool. All right, the
What was
Day of
this?
Departed.
Oh
Day of
yes.
Departed. Where would we chuck this on the list? I think it's too short to give it an A. I don't think it's goated.
Yeah.
Is it above? Because it's. I reckon Day of the Departed is like an extension of season 5, and season season 5
Actually
and
don't
season
remember
6.
that in.
It's more like
Where is
season
that in the
6.5. It's not really. It's because season 7. Season 7 is Hands on Time, so this is more like season 6.5.
Yeah.
I don't. Is it above Skybound though?
Isn't it just like on one full episode or something?
It's like
At
yeah,
the
it's like a
Departed,
40,
I
50
don't-
minute
I don't.
special. There's some killer sets for Day of Departed though. I'd give it just below Skybound, to be honest. I'm gonna give it a B. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's actually, I'm good. I guess that's a solid spot to put it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. Like they had a cool line with like the old what's his name again? Do you remember the old ghost name that was like trained a bunch of students and turned them all into ghosts?
Oh, that old dude who gave him spinjitzu.
Pretty much.
Also, spinjitzu.
Edjitsu, yeah.
Edjitsu, yeah.
He was a cool
I
guy.
don't know his name. It was cool.
I think that the main premise of this season though was Cole's a ghost and he can not be a ghost anymore because there's this moon that comes around once every like couple hundred years or 1,000 years. I forget. But if you fly directly into like the eclipse or some shit, you can like become a human again. So that's what this whole little episode was about, turning Cole back into a human. And he did end up doing it, which was kind of cool. But there was this whole thing about him fading away and the ninja not being able to see him anymore. And that's why he obviously had to go and get into that eclipse. Otherwise, he would have faded away forever and we wouldn't have Cole anymore. But he did make it through, which was kind of cool. And he gets this cool little scar. But the scar only lasts for this season and season 6, and then it goes away because they redesigned the characters after the Lego Ninjago movie. So, yeah.
Yes, this is. So the next season is the last season with no of the redesigns. It's just kind of sad.
I actually prefer the redesigns in my opinion. Like, they're just better. They're just better. Let's be real. They're better. I think the redesigns, because there's 3 different designs they have.
I don't like the hair.
The hair for Kai is fucked.
Yeah, but what the fuck is that? Like,
they did Kai dirty. They did Kai dirty.
he stopped being like Kai. Like he wasn't really Kai anymore.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we get there. But yeah, I would agree it's a B. I hated the redesigns when they first came out. They grew on me though. Yeah, I wasn't too hyped about it because I was like, oh, what the frick? But then I kind of realized it was just much better. But yeah, I'm happy to give that a B. There's not really much to.
Which was Zane.
Huh?
Zane looked good in the like they didn't change Zane, and that pissed me off.
Yeah, Zane just sort of stayed the same. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything much else to talk about Day of the Dead. It's kind of short. Hands on time. I'm putting that straight into like A, probably
Yeah,
above.
it wasn't
I'd
like
say maybe here.
yeah, that's pretty good.
I'd say
I
yeah. It's
like
not it's
the
not better
whole
than rebooted,
kind
but it's
of fucking
pretty
thing,
good.
and it, then it got like the cool story about because we hadn't heard about on their parents
Yeah,
since I don't think since the pilots actually,
true. This was the first time we
because
actually
he
saw the
hid the
parents at all.
because his dad hid the Sphinjitzu weapons, didn't they? The golden weapons with Sphinjitsu.
I think they hid. Did
Yeah,
they hid?
he's
They hid the weapons. Oh yeah, they did. And they also hid the because he had the map. He had
yeah,
the
yeah,
map to
yeah.
all the weapons in his workshop. So yeah, those two characters were very important. I think it was kind of cool to see Kai's parents for the first time because at this point we all thought they were like dead or just like didn't exist really. Um, and yeah, it was kind of cool. I loved how there was 4 different weapons that these time twins had. Like I think they could reverse time, fast forward time, slow down time, and then the other one I forget. But there was 4 different time weapons, and it was cool how there was 2 villains, and they were like the time twins. I think these two are kind of some of my favorite villains in Ninjago because I just love the design of the characters and how one's really old, one's really young. I really love that dynamic between the two of them. Um, and I think it has a really good plot. Like dude, I'm actually tempted to put it above rebooted to be honest. Just now that I'm talking about it,
Well,
like
I
it's for me, it's like I loved Hands on Time, and I think the Hands on Time stats were pretty good. I ended up getting all of them, which was nice.
yeah, and then
Um,
we became a child at some point, and it was
he
kind of funny.
did. He becomes a
I
child after this season, but the way this
and he
season
just never
ends
saved as
is
a teenager.
Wu gets lost in time, and that causes him to become a baby again, and then he rapidly ages through all of the next 2 seasons until he becomes an adult again. But
It
yeah,
doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense, and then he just stops rapidly aging.
And he got his all of his memories back.
Yep. No, I think Hands on Time's a solid A for me.
So this dude did not shave. Because even you could see all these things of him as a teenager,
Yeah,
as he got older. This dude had like moustaches and everything going at like 14 or it's garbage.
he did. He did. Yeah.
Like it was like a full beard going on.
Yep.
Then he got
Nah.
like
Yeah.
little moustache and came. I'm a, I'm a, I'm a, I'm like a weird looking dude. Kind of funny.
Yeah. No, I think Hands on Time's good. Um, I'm putting it middle of A. I think it was. I really also liked how they did the merging between Kai and Nia at the end of the season, and they made that
Yeah,
cool
that was
dragon.
cool.
That was pretty
Yeah,
sick.
what the fuck happened to that dragon? I want him
I
back.
don't know. It get like all these dragons that come up in the seasons, like Nia and Jay had a dragon in Skybound. It just disappears. Like we don't know where it
Yeah,
goes.
those are just gone.
Yep, they will just go. Wu had a fucking dragon at some point. Now that's gone. So
Yeah, that was a cool looking dragon.
it
Like,
was a cool looking
he had
dragon. I never got that set though, unfortunately.
yeah, I almost got that set. That was like the only set I remember almost getting. 'Cause
The
it looked,
one
like,
set I
really
wanted
sick.
though from friggin' season 5 was Moro's dragon. That shit looked cool.
Oh yeah, fuck.
That one looked cool. But yeah, I'm happy to give that one middle A. Season 7. Now this was when we redesigned, and this is our. I think this is our
Oh.
second, because they rebooted at they rebooted at rebooted. That's why they named it rebooted.
Should we
And
do
this is our second reboot.
talk about the um uh, the words should we do I talk about the actual the movie first?
Yeah, we'll talk about. I'm gonna leave it in C for now. We might put it higher, but I'm gonna put it in C because I remember when this season first came out, I didn't enjoy it as much as the originals, because I was just a little bit stubborn. But yeah, these designs, like they start off in the designs of the Lego Ninjago movie. Now, the Lego Ninjago movie is completely not lore accurate to the main show. It's just like a complete different universe of Ninjago. And the Lego Ninjago movie, if it was on here, I would give it an S. You know, I love that shit. The Lego sets from Lego Ninjago movie, I think I got every single one except for the first Garmadon mech and the Lego Ninjago Big City set. And I think that was it. I got every other set. So even City Docks. But like that one was good. But they, after the Lego Ninjago movie, they decided to use the designs, like that, the suit design, and change the faces and the hair of each character. Now this worked out for characters like Jay and Nia, who got massive glow ups. Cole kind of meh, kind of the same really. I think Cole's hairpiece though from Lego Ninjago movie was quite shit. You know, he does get a new hairpiece in our third reboot, but the Cole hairpiece from Lego Ninjago movie was just ass. But I don't remember if they used it in season 7. I haven't watched season 7 in ages. Do they give him the like what did his hair look like? Hold up.
I don't know. I'm
Was it like a man bun?
Literally, yeah. Yeah, I think it. No, because he was like, he had like this weird like
Headband.
addiction to music. Yeah.
I don't know.
That now. He had, like, yeah, a little man bun.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Zane kind of just stayed the same.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm for like 5-10 minutes.
That's alright. I'll just keep on going.
Right.
I probably won't get too far, but I'll see in a bit. Yeah, season 7, I'll put it C. I really liked Harumi though. I really liked Garmadon coming back. I really liked a couple aspects of season 7. It was cool. I wouldn't give it higher than any of the other seasons. There is some seasons later on though that, like Master of the Mountain, for me that's gonna be number 1. Dragon's Rising gonna go above this and probably go above into the A tier. But like this season for me just wasn't it. Like it was good. It's a C in my opinion at most. But no, did we just exit? Fuck. Oh, it's still there. We're chilling. Don't worry, guys. We're chilling. Yeah. Now I've got all these goddamn ads to close. No. Thank you. I don't want this. Thank you. All right. That's better. Now. Yes. Let's go on to Hunted. Now, Hunted already is above season 7. I think... Wait, no, this is season 8. So this is season 9. Hunted, I actually really enjoyed. You know what? Hunted is going in B. High B tier. The reason why I enjoyed Hunted so much is because it was just completely different to what we've ever seen in Ninjago. Like, we went, like, more Wild West kind of themed, which we'd never really done before. And you had these really cool designs on the villains. Like, the villains in this one were cool as shit. On top of that, you had, like, a bit of a multiple story arc between having half the ninja in this realm. I forget what the realm was called. The Oni realm, maybe. And then the other half back in Ninjago. And I love that contrast between the two. I also love Jay's character in this. Like, he was just so goddamn good. This was when Jay went from, like, here to here in just one episode for me. And, oh my god, The Hunted was such a good season. Like, I think I'm not giving it an A because I know there's a lot better than The Hunted. But it was way better than season 8 being the Sons of Garmadon, which was also a weird gimmick. I don't know why they had, like, all these weird characters that were like, oh, we're all the Sons of Garmadon. We're all, like, this bike thug gang. And, yeah, it was alright, but the villains in the Oni realm were 10 billion times better. And you also got to see Wu as a teenager, which is also cool. I really liked that. And you also got to see him as, like, a little kid being annoying. And so it was kind of cool to see the ninja teach Wu the lessons that Wu taught them back in the day. So yeah, that's another reason why season 9 was just so good. I guess, yeah, we'll go on to the Oni. I'm kind of speeding through these three because these ones are kind of like this was the third reboot, and then right after the Oni season, they rebooted again, like straight away. I honestly think Oni I'm putting in D. The reason why is it because it was just rushed. It was 4 episodes. They weren't that good. The only reason why I think this was made was to fill the gap between season 9 and season 11. You know, this was like technically a season 10, and it was just to sort of wrap up what they sort of left the cliffhanger at the end of season 9 with what did they say at the end of season 9? They're like, oh, Garmadon's still out there, and there's this new lurking dark evil of Oni, and so that's why they made this season 10. But it was also cool to show off all the new designs from the Legacy sets and the new Legacy vehicles that had come out in Lego. And Cole did get rid of the man bun, which was good. So we very much enjoyed that. And yeah, I don't know. What do you think about season 10, Ace? The Oni, March of the Oni. I gave it a D.
Battle.
I gave it a D because I think it was a bit rushed and it's not worthy of anything higher. But it's alright.
Well, hi, I'm back now.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it was I think D. I would give it a C, but like
You give it a C?
that's pretty good. Yeah, like it wasn't a bad season.
Yeah, I wouldn't say D's necessarily bad. It's just like it wasn't as good as I think there's a lot I'd put above. I think Sons of Garmadon is probably like one of the lowest I'd give. But I also kind of want to have a variety. Like I don't want to give everything C, B, and A and S. You know, I'm gonna put in D. But I think the thing I loved most about, actually the thing I hated the most about this is that we didn't get the Oni villains in any sets. We only got a minifig pack, and the minifig pack was so hard to get at the time because I didn't have like a Google account or a bank account to go and buy the minifig pack off Lego.com, and it wasn't in stores, so you could never get the villains for it, and that was kind of annoying. Like they could have just swapped out those villains for the legacy villains, and it would have been cool. But I get they were trying to make the legacy line, and the legacy line is something I still want to see Lego revisit. But yeah, it was alright. I'm still gonna give it a D though. It just doesn't compare to the other seasons.
Just a warning. I'm gonna be very harsh on the Crystal Eyes.
Yeah, I'll be decently harsh as well, but I'll let you take the cake for that one if you want. It seems like we have 3 icons for season 11. For me already, you can feel free to disagree. I'm putting season 11. This is one of my favorite seasons. I'm putting season 11, Ice Chapter, Fire. Ice is better than Fire Chapter, but I'm putting it in S tier, above the final battle. Not above season 5, but I'm putting season 11 in S tier.
Yeah, that's solid. Yeah.
Garmadon killing Mustake was wild. Did he kill Mustake?
Like kind of.
What happened? Do you?
I'm trying to remember actually.
Breeze, how did he? I forget. Breeze, let us know. But season 11, holy shit, this was good. This was a fucking refresher and a half. After, Ninjago was getting a little bit sort of like, a bit repetitive, they made this shit, which was goated. Season 11, I still remember watching that, like, after I watched it a couple of times, I'd put that in the background before I go to sleep, and it would just be the most relaxing experience. And it was beautiful. It was perfectly made. I love how Zane became the Ice Emperor. I love how Kai loses his power and he has to go through that like, oh, my power's lost, blah, 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 and everyone around him still got their powers. I love how Lloyd goes off by himself and he meets this wolf woman, so he's kind of a furry Lloyd, and I shipped those two characters very hard, but that was cool. And I also like how Wu gets kind of labeled as a bit of a bad guy at the start because he sort of tricked the snake woman, but he didn't really, but that's how it comes across as. Yeah. He's called the Master Deceiver. But yeah. No, I like that. I don't know. I thought it was a good season. I thought it was a really good season.
Yeah, it was pretty W, and like the cool flag thing that made him all
Yep.
OP with like the fiery hair. Love
Yeah.
that.
They also
That's
had
cool.
Clutch Powers came in for the first time.
Mm. Yeah, right, true.
So that was pretty cool. And this was when they switched from 20-minute episodes to 10-minute episodes, which they did do for the next 5 seasons before switching back in Dragon's Rising.
Yeah.
But I think this is our third reboot. This was my favorite reboot, to be honest. This is like my favorite line of Ninjago. I think it just keeps
Mm.
on getting better from here, except for maybe the Island and Seamound and Crystallize.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was. This one was gold as fuck. What do you remember much points from the season 11 that was kind of contradictory to the rest of the show, or
I actually lost my It what is what's the plot of season 11? Is that the
basically they go find a pyramid because they
Oh,
haven't
yeah,
been
yeah, I know.
exploring in a while. They go find a pyramid. They go explore the pyramid. They
Wait.
find the evil snake woman. She attacks Ninjago. Then she sends Zane to the Nether Realm. Then all the
Yeah,
ninja
wait,
go
he's
to the
a
Nether
bad
Realm
guy.
to get Zane. They find out he's become an Ice Emperor and he's enslaved all these people, and they have to get their good old Zane back and free the Neverland, and then go back to, you know, the Ninjago. And I forget how they
I
beat the Snake Woman. I think they capture her first, and then they go.
Yeah, and she escapes again, doesn't she?
She does escape again in
Changes colors.
Crystallize. Actually, she escapes.
Mm.
They let her out. But yeah, no, that was I
I
love season
like that
11.
season. I would have put it in a B, not
You'd put it in a
just
B.
because just because I loved like the ice part, the ice off,
Yeah,
and the fire part was alright.
Fire Part was a lot
But
worse than Ice, but still.
yeah, but the reason I actually I put it I give it an A just because of how Nia can bend ice now.
Yeah,
Just complete like that. It kind of fucks up everything.
yeah. So you would give it
Like
an A. I'd give it an S because it's like one of my favorite seasons. I love the sets from it too. They made some killer sets, dude. Season 12. Now this is gonna be a little controversial. I'm putting that shit in first, right? Oh yeah, I'm putting it in first. I'm putting it in first. Season 12 was just so fucking good, bro. Like you had
that's the one where
Okino, you
it's like
had
yeah, yeah, yeah. I did
Okino was
like that
so
one actually.
good, and the storyline of season 12 was just fucking
Didn't like the
impeccable.
villain.
I loved how like the ninja they started all together and then one by one they dropped off, and it got to the point when it was just Jay, and then he has to save the day, and all the ninja are dead. Like I love that way of telling the story. I loved how Lloyd got to verse Harumi again, but Harumi was like AI, and it's showing that constant play on Lloyd's emotion, which is really
Mm.
cool. I loved how in the end the bad guy was just an AI kid that was just trying to do what their creator wanted. And I thought the Lego side of it was just so cool, and I really loved the graphics. I really loved how they played on all those side characters like Racer 7, um, the guy with the hoodie, I forget his name, uh, Okino.
Yeah, I did like that season.
I love that season. I'm putting it straight number one for now because that one was like probably one of my
Above
favorites.
season 5.
I'm putting it above season 5. Yeah.
Okay.
What would you put it
Oh,
at?
yeah. Um, I'd put it. Oh, that's a rough one. I
It's
would put
just
it
so good.
like I would put it perfectly in line with the ice part.
You'd put it
Of,
perfectly in
the,
line with the Ice.
like it's equal to that.
That's fair enough.
I think
I
the
love
final battle
season.
to the bottom S tier.
Yeah.
So
Also, they had Detective Zane, which is cool.
yeah,
Did
that's
like
true.
Detective Zane. Um, Dareth
Yeah,
came
I think
back.
I would give it an A or an S. I think S is. I'll give it a slightly a slightly smaller S. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Nice. Um, season 13. This is literally my favorite season of Ninjago. I don't know why. It just was like it was perfect to me. I loved how they had the I forget their names now. I haven't watched it in like years. They had the green guys and then the little purple guys. I think the goblins and the months,
Yeah,
geckos and the months.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then they had the evil sorcerer. Um, they had the what did they call the little crew? There was the wizard, the anime guy, the ninja, the thief,
They're all just cool dudes.
yeah, they were cool. They also I'm so pissed off at Lego that we didn't get those guys in minifig form. You know how much I would have loved to have those minifigs? Like it'd be crazy. But yeah, I
Crazy.
season 13 is my favorite. I loved having a Cole season. I loved his relationship with Vanya. Um and oh, it was just good. I mean, the only downside of this season is the suit design was kind of ass. Like I didn't really like the suit design.
Yeah.
Just looked a bit shit. But
What
yeah,
pissed
I
me
thought
off?
the villain was okay. But this season to me is just like hits home. Like it's my favorite. It's my
And
favorite. What do you think,
apparently,
Ace?
Cole never had a girlfriend at this point, and they were just friends. Apparently,
Really?
there's like apparently they were just friends the entire time.
That's bullshit. They had chemistry.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They
But
literally had so
apparently
much
they
chemistry.
was friends the entire time, according
That's
to the writer.
that's cap. They had so much chemistry.
Look it up.
Um, but
It's complete bullshit. But yeah.
it's bullshit, you know. But whatever. What if it's
Okay.
fine? Doesn't matter. But yeah, I think it was
These next
good.
3 seasons, I'm going to be raining hell on all of them.
I'm
What's the
excited
next
for
one
that.
again?
The next one's the island. Fucking, I'm putting that shit in F. I'm putting it in F.
F was
F
dead.
for fucked. Okay, like they did not do well
the
on
next season
season
was good.
14, bro. It was half-assed. It was 4
It was
episodes.
just like part of the water season. I actually did like the water season for a bit.
I think yeah.
about that.
You're gonna. I reckon you take reins on the water season because I didn't really like it personally. Like I thought it was okay. If I was rating it, I'd give it like a C, like high C. But
I would, yeah, same.
the island season, you know, it was actually they said that they were meant to give a whole like season for it, like 16 episodes, but they just didn't, and they only gave us 4.
You know, it can't piss me off a little bit.
That pissed me
How
off
long?
too. Like, don't give us a
Let's just
short
merge
season,
those
bro.
seasons. Merge them two.
Exactly,
Same
merge the
fucking
two, make it one season, give us another like, oh shit, we were gonna end Ninjago, but then we changed our mind, and like that would have been so much better. But yeah, season 14 was just like it wasn't it, dude. Like Lloyd was the main character, cool, but they just had this weird, oh, it's the big storm, and then the bad guy was only. It turned out to be. Was it Warajira? Warajira is like the big bad snake serpent thing in the water, which is the villain of season 16. But in season 15. So in season 14, it's just a fake Warajira, and it's like, oh, really? You're just gonna like edge us like that for like 4 episodes, dude? See, I'm giving that one an F. I don't know. So are we agreeing Seabound is high C?
Yeah.
Or do you want
I-
to give it a B? What do you
I
think?
I would give it a B.
I might give it above Skybound, but not above season 9. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, fair. The reason I'm doing this is because of the sacrifice at the end. That was kind of crazy.
That was pretty cool. Do you want to give a recap of Seabound?
Actually, kind of forgot most of it. So pretty much, Nia kind of sort of cheats on Jay, and then his mother just keeps and her mother just keeps saying that's just how the cookie crumbles, motherfucker.
Wait, when
Yeah,
did she
so-
cheat on Jay?
Not like really, but like there's this Normie, whatever his name is, and they go off and get like locked in the water or something, in that water place. But like there's
okay.
there's like that teal dude.
Yeah.
Is
Oh
that
yeah.
intelligent?
I liked the
Yeah.
villain of season 15.
It was kind of
Prince.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, and that was kind of sad. And then why I fucking hated that's just how the cookie crumbles. The fuck it, no one gives a shit about the cookie.
Yeah.
I don't want it to crumble. I want to fucking eat it.
Yeah. No, I think the suit designs for this one was also ass. I didn't like the scuba gear.
Mm.
Um,
I have to.
I thought it was. I think it had a strong start, a slow middle, and a strong end. You know, and the end of
Yeah,
the season was far like the battle where Nia becomes literally the fucking ocean was kind of cool, and that
that's
leads
kind of cool.
into you know the next season, which is just. I think it's
Shitalized.
I think you think it's shit. I think it's okay. Like I think it's okay.
Crystallized.
Crystallized, yeah.
Is there an F minus like
F
selection?
minus.
Like, put this thing in the grave.
I think it was okay only because it wrapped up the whole last like 4 or 5 seasons of the show. Like it wrapped everything up. It concluded. It got everything that was from all those seasons and it wrapped it up. But yeah. I don't know. Season, yeah. Crystallized. See
If
from
it's fucking asshole, I'll kill you.
you
I won't. No, 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 no. YouTube. That's not
know
what I meant.
what? I reckon we compromise. You say F, right? You say F. I say
Yeah.
B. So we'll put it in C or D.
E. Just
I
kill
think
it.
okay, I'll put
Let
it
it
in above
die.
the Oni. It's above Oni. Let's be real. It's above
No.
Oni. It's
Let
definitely
it
above Oni,
die.
bro. It's definitely above Oni.
Oh, okay.
It's above Oni. That's a compromise. We'll put it in high D. Ace think it's F. I think the good thing about Crystallize is it was 32 episodes. It was a long season. This was the longest season I think we'd had ever. Maybe since the Ice chapter. And the cool thing about this one is we had the really cool Jade depression, Kai and Jay fighting each other. The ninja went back to prison. We had the annoying new ninja. We had Nia get her powers back. Oh no, she didn't get her powers back. She just like comes back to
Like, yeah,
a
it comes back.
human. We have the Overlord come back, which did piss me off. Then we had the
Yeah,
Oni.
fuck off.
We had Garmadon come back, which was cool. We had what else did we have in that season? There was a lot of shit that went on. They had like the crystallized zombies that they had to fight at the end, and they also had a lot of the old villains from the previous 4 or 5 seasons be recruited by this overlord, and Harumi was actually the recruit, so she survived from back in season 7 when everyone thought she was dead. But yeah, I thought Crystallized was okay, but since Corrupt Ace is very opinionated on this season, I'll let him
Like,
say what
how
he thinks of it.
Firstly, they nerfed the girl Kai's sister. Not really.
Yeah.
They nerfed her into the ground. That pissed me off. You know her,
What was the nerf?
redhead.
What was the nerf again?
She can't just have the powers forever. I
Yeah.
feel like around them,
Yeah.
which kind of like makes it pointless unless you're fighting them.
Yeah.
Like it's just fucking nerfed into the. Like, it's just done now. And so now she's like kind of pointless, and like her character's just dead, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, Rumi, they just screwed her over. Like it's like a really complex character, and then she kind of just goes poof. She's gone.
Yeah. I liked Harumi and Lloyd's flirting through it. I thought that was cool, but then she just disappears again, so maybe she'll come back in Dragons Rising season 3.
And I hope not, because I do not want to think of Dragons Rising. I want it to disappear. Like,
I
want it
love
to be like-
Dragons Rising, bro. Dragons Rising, in my opinion, is like it's the shit. It's good. It's good, bro.
It's alright. Like it doesn't hit. I
For me,
see
it's
how
good.
it can be okay. Like how more ultimate power can they fucking have?
Well, they have the
Like, at
cool
what
they
point?
have the cool what's it called? You are the conduit, so they can harness the power of the dragon. Now, personally, season 1 of
What the fuck was this
Crystallize.
for like 13 years.
Season 1 of Crystallize. This might piss you off. I'm putting it. This is. I'm putting it
actually pretty
high
solid.
A.
One.
High A.
That's actually pretty solid.
I think that's fair. I don't think it's S.
That's to be fair. It's not an S here.
Yeah,
If it
it's
was, it'd be
high
below.
A. It's high A. I think
Now
yes.
that you're putting that there, I don't want to have the final battle thing at at the lowest point of S. I would rather
You
have
would-
that one.
Would you prefer it be over here?
I would actually, I think that one might be slightly worse than Dragons Rising.
True. You got to think about comparing them. Yeah. Like that.
Oh, I hate that feeling though. I hate it. But I think it's true. I think it's right.
Yeah. No, I do agree. I think also Tournament of the Elms is better than that. So I'd put it like that if I had to reorder it slightly. But yeah, no, Dragons Rising Season 1, I really liked it. I really liked how we got... Did we get 20 episodes? Hold up. I'm pretty sure you get 20 episodes per season for Dragons Rising, which is really good. Like, I love having that many episodes for the thing.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
checking
got the
Netflix real
20-minute
quick.
thing back and not these 11-minute pieces of shit.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you get 20 episodes per season, and they're all 20 minutes each. Or, like, a little bit above 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And, the reason why I love Ninjago Dragons Rising so much is because it opened up the world of Ninjago, and we have all these new species now, which
Yeah.
I think is pretty cool. And I
cool.
love how
Having cheap.
they integrated Sora and Aaron. Like they're not basically saying, okay, all the old ninja are fucked. Let's just only focus on Sora and Aaron. They're literally bringing these two new characters plus Wildfire. And then they're saying, these guys are now going to be the main focus, but we're still going to focus on Cole, Jay, Kai, Nia, Zane, and Lloyd. They're still going to be there. They might not be there as much. Maybe Nia, Kai, and Lloyd will be the main people for most of the time, and Zane kind of. And we don't get to see much of Cole and Jay. But at least they're still there, and they're not completely sidelining the characters. And we're still getting... You know, the characters we love. I want Jay back too. I think Jay not being in Season 1 and Season 2 for most of it is criminal. But I still love the mystery, and I think it's going to be a strong arc when he comes back.
He's there, but he's not really there.
Yeah. But I think that keeps me intrigued in Dragons Rising. And I love how Aaron, at the end of Season 2, is going to go on a bit of a villain arc. But yeah, what do you think of Season 1? Like, I know we put it in high A, which I think is where it belongs.
I didn't enjoy the start to the show.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because, like, because there's 17 realms.
Yep.
But there's no Ninjago, so 16 realms merged.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the start. Because, like, first, this dude's like, he's just this kid.
Yep.
Who's a fucking grapple gun. And he makes really good pies, apparently.
I didn't mind that. I liked the Aaron and Sora dynamic.
I didn't hate it. It wasn't great. And then they had that frog dude. Like
Go Hickey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He became a housekeeper. Like
He did become like
it was the second season.
monastery housekeeper.
Yeah.
I think because these seasons kind of merge. Here's the problem with Season 2. It's definitely worse than Season 1 in some ways, but it's also better than Season 1 in other ways. Like...
I actually enjoyed to watch it more because... It's just a copy of the Tournament Elements.
Exactly. I think the reason
That's
why...
I would put it below Tournament Elements.
I think, yeah, the reason why I'd put it there with you as well is because Season 2 Part 1, goated. Amazing. Great setup. I was so excited for Season 2 Part 2. And then they're like, the tournament is coming. And I'm like, bro, we already had a tournament. We don't need another one. No one was dying for another fucking tournament. And they brought in all these weird powers. Right?
Fucking balance.
The power of balance. Ace.
What the fuck is this shit?
The fuck is that? What do you do with the power of balance? You know, some of them were cool. Some guy could size himself up. Some guy had the power of fucking agility. That's just speed, motherfucker. Right? Like, some of these
No, but he can
powers
dodge.
were
Dude,
ass.
speed he fucking do.
Some guy had the power of fucking gardening. Not the
Like,
power
what
of
the fuck's
plants. The power of gardening. Or maybe he did have the power of plants, but still. He's like, oh, I just thought I was good at gardening. And that's why I didn't know I had the power of plants. Like, literally shut up, bro. So that's why season 2 of Dragons Rising is gonna go a little bit lower in the A tier.
I would put Tournament Elements above first season of Dragons Rising.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know if I
in your
agree
own
with you
head.
on that one, but like, I can see where
Like,
you're coming
say it in
from.
your head. Dragons Rising is better than Tournament of Elements. Just say that in your head.
Dragons Rising season 1 is better than Tournament of Elements.
Oh shit.
No, I think I see parts of it that season 4 is better, but Dragons Rising season 1 objectively, like, there's just the story is much better. Like, if you look at it
Yeah.
at the story perspective, it's much better. But season 4, there's definitely a lot of nostalgia for it. So it's like, you know, I do look at it and be like, oh shit, that was the shit, you know. But like this one, realistically, it's better. Would you reorder anything here? Like anything desperately
okay.
that like
Crystallized F, it's fucked.
crystallize it.
Just delete it from the board. Just exclude it from the rest of the storyline. Then go to then I would move the Tournament of Elements up one. That I've already just told you about.
So your one would be this here, this tier. I'm trying to think. What am I really?
Pilot, I might move.
The pilot, I might move down actually, like to here.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's kind of, yeah, and I would probably move your favorite season down on Apology. And
Yeah.
then put Moro back up there.
You'd probably put it like that.
Yeah, Possession up at the top.
Yeah.
Or even
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I just don't see how that was the best season out of everything there was.
Yeah.
Like, I might generally put I'm considering putting the Tournament of Elements in S tier. So it's just kind of like great. It was just brilliant.
I can see that,
Like,
but yeah, it was good. I think the thing to think about though is all these things are so close. Like they're not. This one isn't necessarily like 10 points better than this, or this one isn't necessarily like 15 points better than this. I'd say these three are probably, in my opinion, kind of like very on the same wavelength. But season 13 for me is just like the best. You know, I'm probably willing to do that, though.
Yeah.
I'm willing to put Moro 1 up over season 12, even though I like season 12 more. But I'll compromise. I'll put him there. But I think I'm pretty happy with that list. I think Ninjago is it's one of my guilty pleasures. I'm very knowledgeable about Ninjago. I like how there's so much of it now, and I love how they keep on expanding it. In terms of the Lego Ninjago live action movie, that's gonna be shit. I'm not excited for that.
It's fucked. It's dumb.
Keep it fucking animated, bro. Don't go live action. I don't know where they thought that was a good idea. You know what would have been much better? A Lego Ninjago movie 2. Like, they could try and find a storyline. They could make some killer fucking Lego sets. And if they try to make Lego sets of live action Ninjago, I'm gonna crash out because they're just gonna be ass. They're gonna be bad.
I will cancel my Netflix subscription so I can never watch Ninjago again.
Bro, it's gonna be bad. And I'm not, you know, we might have to rant about it when it comes out. That might be something Ace and I do. We'll rant about the Ninjago movie. We'll keep it as fresh as we can. We'll watch it, not talk about it all, and then just rant. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this list, guys.
Should
Uh,
we talk about the Lego Ninjago movie itself? Because we didn't really go into that much, did we?
we can. I'm gonna full screen because like we're kind of done with
My point.
the tier list part of
Yeah.
it. But yeah, we can talk about the Ninjago movie real quick.
It's just it was a cool movie. I liked the whole thing,
Mm.
but then they talked um about how Garmadon, the snake that bit him was bit by a spider, which was bit by a snake, bit by a spider or something.
Yeah, they changed the lore a bit. That's why it's like not. That's why it's kind of not in this video because it's like what's it
But
called?
the animation was great.
The animation was good. I think as a movie itself, I think it's good. As a Ninjago product, it's not as good as the other shit. Um, but the sets, man, the sets were so fucking good, dude. Like you can't deny the sets were like insane. Like whenever Lego makes a movie, they make the most insane sets ever, and that's just a cool thing about it. That's why I love every time Lego makes a movie because there's always gonna be some sick sets. Like if you look at Lego Movie 2, look at the Rex Celsior, bro. Like that shit's insane. Look at the Lego Movie 1. They have hundreds of cool sets. Well, not hundreds, but you know what I'm saying. They got the freaking Builder Mech. You know, they had some Batman shit in there. It was sick. If you look at the Lego Batman movie with the crawler, bro, insane. Jim, we're not gonna play Hypixel tonight, but we will play it eventually, just not today. Today is a Ninjago day. But yeah,
Yes.
I don't know. That's all I really have to say about Ninjago movie. What do you think?
I have one thought on my mind, and that's just green. Green.
Your power is green. Yeah.
is this shit.
Yeah, no, that was kind of a bit disappointing. Like, are we really gonna
Like,
just be like his power's fucking green, and every other
like
ninja
that's
gets like
actually
the good
isn't
power?
anything. It's just like a fucking color.
Because he's
Like,
literally meant to be the most powerful of all of them, but his power's just fucking green.
it's not anything.
Yeah.
He's just like a really like wholesome person, apparently.
Yep. My power is
That-
green.
Like, yo,
Yeah.
my friend here, he controls fucking fire. They've got water. They've got ice.
Yep.
This dude can shoot lightning bolts out of his ass.
Yep.
That I
Pretty
can do.
much.
I can make friends.
Yep. Power of green, man. He connects everyone together. But yeah. I feel like Ninjago as a whole, if we're putting it all together, it's definitely one of my favorite things that exists out there. I think yeah, no, I do love Ninjago. Ninjago's always gonna hold a close place to my heart, and I'll always probably watch it even as I grow into a full-grown person, you know, and become like 20
Yeah,
something, and I'll still probably tune into it. Like I don't think it's necessarily a kids show only, especially when you've grown up watching it. It's just sort of like doesn't leave your heart. But yeah, I think that's kind of it for the tier list. Like, there's more stuff of Ninjago that I think we've yet to talk about, but that might be good to save for like comparing to the Lego Ninjago live action movie. You know, if we make like a comparison between the show and the movie, because I'm pretty sure the movie is meant to go over the pilot episode. Which, if they fuck that shit up, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Oh,
You
man.
can't mess with the Golden Age. No one does that shit. All right. When you mess with the Golden Age, it's just bad. It will always go bad.
If you fuck up, I'm scared.
I'm worried. I'm worried too. I'm actually worried because if they fuck with the Golden Age, we could be getting some shit ass live action. Also, who is gonna act in the Lego Ninjago movie? Not the who's gonna act in the live action Ninjago movie? Who?
Yeah, like if it's like the Avatar, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Oh my god! If it's fucking if Jack Black plays like Lloyd, I'm just gonna crash out. Jack Black plays Lloyd. Let me think. Yeah. Hey, if General Ortega plays Neo, I'm not complaining. That's all I'm saying. I'm not complaining. Hey, General Ortega play Neo. That's cool with me. Who would play Jay? I don't know.
I reckon the person best who could play Jay would be hmm, who's got like kind of. Well, you know who would be a great Master Wu?
Who?
Oh, William Ferrell. Or
Will
his name
Ferrell.
is Will Ferrell. Just like imagine that.
Will
Oh,
Ferrell
he'd
would
be
definitely
Derek.
be interesting. I think they'll go with Jackie
He's
Chan though.
fair. But Dareth as it's Will Dareth, Will Ferrell.
That would work. I don't
That
think
would
they.
work.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do an in-depth rant about the movie when it comes out with Ace. Um, yeah. There's no games tonight. If you came here for games, I'm sorry. We were just doing Ninjago movie or Ninjago rant because we thought it'd be cool, and I think it's a good way to do a bit of a different stream. You know, break up some of the gaming because we do the kind of the same thing every day. And tonight, I'm not gonna be able to do too much anyway because I'm still quite tired from my marathon. I also stayed up to 4 a.m. last night. It's all B-Mate's fault, by the way. So, can blame
Shame.
her. But yeah. So, I think we're gonna end the stream here. We're going live tomorrow. I think we should be. Don't think I'm gonna end the stream streak just yet. If I do go live though, it will either have to be midday or like 1 hour of FNAF with my friend Stormy, because he's coming over for a sleepover, and we already got plans to build some Lego. But my stream has got
Nice.
18 KBS and it's kind of glitching out. That's kind of perfect timing though, because we're gonna end stream anyway. Anywho, thanks for watching, boys.